What is life now?
We are live now. What is life now?
Gonna remove live reactions from the chat interactions. Set in slow mode to 1 so the bots can't overcome the chat.
Good morning, good evening, good night, and good day to you. We're live on HermitCraft 9. Live. We're live on the 9th iteration of HermitCraft.
Yeah, we are.
There may be many more.
There should be
There
many more.
might be 44. And then we'll stop HermitCraft.
Doubt that. There'll be a 45th too.
There will be 45 HermitCrafts. I don't know if Joe will still be on HermitCraft, 'cause that might be like 40 years from now. And Joe might want to be retired, but he might not be able to retire, depending on the state of his country. And he might be pushing 90 on HermitCraft.
Welcome.
Hey everybody,
It's Quinn Hills in studio.
it's Quinn Hills in the studio. Joined by my brother Joe Hills here today.
I am here today.
How's everybody?
We're doing good. We got Graysky. We got Small Time Benny Wyvern's Flight. Dia Best, Jenny, your typical human, Rhiannon Dorm, all in the YouTube chat. In the Discord, we got Sunflower Dragon.
All the typical humans.
All the typical humans.
And
Woo!
non-humans.
Yeah, everybody's showing up. We got probably some dogs and cats out there listening. Maybe a few gerbils,
Sure.
hamsters.
Sure.
Oh, Zed joined the game. We very rarely get to go bother Zed. Let's go make
I
sure.
don't think we've ever serenaded Zed.
Yeah. Slash chords player Zedaph. Function negative. Okay, so he's at -12. I did not grab a bunch of rockets before we left.
Why do we need a bunch of rocks?
Rockets for flying.
Oh, rockets.
Because he's a rocket man. Let's see where
Is that his thing?
he's going. Is he moving?
Where are you going?
Okay.
Oh, Zedaph.
Oh, Zedaph. Good morning, Zedaph. Welcome to the server. Good morning, Zedaph. Hope you're doing well. Did you just smash into the ground over there? Or are you over here? I keep thinking I'm seeing stuff out of the corner of my eye. Is it Zed? No, it's particles from snowballs being flung as songs are sung for Zed. Zedaph. Where are you, Zedaph? He's at 109, -1304, 1948. I think he should be in earshot. Zed. Zedaph, welcome to the server. Thanks for sharing your picture of your card, showing where you signed it. Nobody wants a misaligned one. We appreciate your exemplary action. Everybody loves Zed, even if we don't know where he is in here.
We don't know where to find you. I've never met you, but I miss you.
We all miss Zedaph.
Where are you?
He's somewhere.
He's somewhere. I don't know.
He could be anywhere.
Anywhere.
I got 1287. Sounds like it's this way. Is he back here? Maybe?
Are you back here, Zedaph? Are you here? Are you there? If you can hear us, Zedaph, please let us know that you can hear us, as I just asked.
Wait, is he back here? Have we been singing to Zedaph the whole time and he's in a cave or something? No, he's not in here.
Not in a cave.
Not in a cave at all. Is he back here? He could be anywhere. He's a mystery.
He's a mystery, Zedaph.
Never gonna solve him.
Never gonna solve him like a Rubik's Cube.
Not a puzzle with all the pieces. At least not between me and you. No, he's Zedaph.
He's Zedaph.
Where's Zedaph?
I surely don't know where's Zedaph.
I mean, I've got his exact coordinates and I can't find him. He must be invisible.
That's troubling.
But it's also Minecraft.
It's Minecraft. Where's Zedaph in Minecraft?
Farewell.
Maybe farewell. Is
Bye.
he between the realms?
I think we better go.
In the spaces between time and spaces.
Farewell, Zed.
Farewell, Zed. Farewell, Zed. We tried.
We tried. Okay, sorry we couldn't find Zedaph. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know where.
It's really hard for
You're
me
not
to...
your Zedaph's keeper.
I am not. It's really hard to hold push to talk and look for Zedaph. Because, like, all these coordinates and stuff, like, I have to push to talk while I'm looking for him. That's a whole separate thing. So, how is
Is there a button you can press to keep talking?
Not so. The problem is, like, the voice activation doesn't reliably pick up instruments.
Oh, I see.
So with the guitar, I really just gotta hold it down.
Hold it down. Good morning, everybody.
Okay. Welcome, one and all, to the server HermitCraft. I've got Quinn in the studio, and I would be bereft of my responsibilities if I didn't mention paypal.me/Joe Hills.
That means that's Joe Hill.
We're splitting tips 50-50 today between Quinn and I.
Yeah.
Welcome,
We've got some goals. Don't we?
I like to think we have some goals. I like to think that we're going to rotate the camera $1, or we're going to rotate the camera 1 degree angular for every dollar that rolls in.
And $1 for every degree given.
I feel like that becomes, yeah, if somebody wants
wants to bestow a degree upon us.
If somebody wants to give me an honorary doctorate to, like...
We'll rotate at least...
It doesn't have to be Yale. Like...
No, it could be one of those lesser schools,
it could be
like
Cornell,
Harvard.
Or Harvard. One of the lesser schools would be acceptable.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not going for the Supreme Court here. It's fine. So, yeah, if you want to confer an honorary degree, I'll appreciate that. I'd be happy to come give a speech at your university in exchange for an honorary
As
doctorate.
would I.
That's been on my like to-do list for a while. And
I want to wear a robe and a silly hat.
oh yeah, I should always wear a robe and a silly hat. I mean, really.
Kind of always do.
Well, I do have a silly hat. I don't have my robe on. Peter Wilson, thank you for kicking us off with our first tip of the stream, who says, the guitar is coming through beautifully.
Oh, thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. We're going to rotate that camera 5 degrees. And Peter has a question for us here, too, that I'm going to answer while we get that rotation going. Peter asks, the guitar is coming through beautifully. Just curious what interface and hardware you're using. Well, I had some help from my beautiful betrothed, who's an audio engineer, picking out the microphones and some of this stuff. So we're using AKG P120s for the mics, and we've got a Focusrite Scarlett 8i6 for the XLR to USB interface. It's got 2 headphone ports with independent volume controls, because Quinn likes the audio a little higher than I do. And it's got 2 individual XLRs with knobs on the front. It's got more inputs on the back for additional instruments, which we're not using right now, but it's a good option to have. It is overkill for your lone podcaster, but for having musicians in studio, as I like to do once a week, 50 uses a year, because we might take Christmas and New Year's weeks off. 50 uses a year, this is worth it for me and whatever.
It's just overkill.
But it's overkill for most people. It's even overkill for me most days of the week. Most days of the week, I only need 1 XLR. But I will say, actually having the second mic, I set it up over there, and I use it for the craft streams. I use it for...
you can use it to capture room tone, atmospheric sounds.
Yeah, atmospheric sounds. When it's really nice spring weather, I get the birds out the window. Yeah. Morning, Chloe, the great and powerful.
Good morning, Chloe, the great and powerful.
We just went and sang to Zedaph, who apparently cannot hear us.
Didn't hear us.
That's a problem.
At all. We wrote a whole beautiful song.
Yeah.
We should probably tell folks what our tipping goals are.
That's what we were about to do. At 180. Well, we like to kind of theme it week to week.
Yeah. We wanted to get continental.
What's our theme this week? What's our continental theme?
Well, just continents.
Oh, okay.
I suppose.
Oh, gotcha. So you don't mean like continental, like the continent, like Europe?
No, and not a continental breakfast.
No, which means, I think, European breakfast.
Right.
So, in fact, we're going to leave Europe entirely behind.
Nope.
Where are we going to go with our 180 goal, Quinn?
We're going to go to the land down under with the song Down Under by Men at Work. I'll be singing that at 180. And then at 360, where are we going, Joe?
I think that we're going do with the Beetlejuice to Africa.
Toto's Africa at 360.
Yay!
Yay! Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Dun, dun, dun.
NJ Coffee Junkie says, "Good morning. I'm back in the office. Woo?" With a question mark?
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a.
Is that a good?
Is that a
no,
good woo?
Is that woo?
Why were we surveilling Zedaph? Oh, you know what? Zedaph does have a thing where he camouflages himself and surveils other hermits.
Okay.
So I wonder if he was surveilling us, and he's gonna use that whole bit in a video.
I hope so.
That'd be fantastic. If
Moon
so.
Roses asks,
Good suggestion.
Blessing the rains down in Africa?
Obviously, the Beetlejuice, if anybody's going to bless the rains down in Africa, the Beetlejuice is just as qualified as the band Toto.
Yes.
Apparently...
maybe to curse the rains as well.
There was... okay, I forget where the band Toto is from exactly.
Not Africa.
But it's something like Ohio or something. It might not be Ohio. It might be Indiana. But it's like somewhere like that.
Someplace.
There was an interview with the band Toto where they were asked, like... When you, how did you come up with this song, and did you know you had a hit? And one of the guys is like, well, so-and-so showed up with these lyrics, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know if a bunch of white guys from Ohio really need to be blessing the rains in Africa. I don't know. Like, they were deeply concerned. And they're like, but it worked out fine, apparently. So, there's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now a white guy from Tennessee.
Yeah,
will
so
bless
like
the
I
reins.
like the Beetlejuice is particularly pale. He's got that makeup just caked on.
Yeah.
So I feel like
exactly.
we're gonna push this to its logical conclusion. Susan says Los Angeles. Okay.
Yeah, exactly like Ohio.
Exactly like Ohio. Yeah, Ohio and Los Angeles are both obviously huge cultural hubs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're both home to a large theme park.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
they let's
They
see,
probably have.
large bilingual populations.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so let's see. So basically, I keep meaning to go stand on this thing, but I'm very easily distracted.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go stand on this thing up here, assuming I can actually stick the landing. And so what we're actually...
You did it.
I did do it. Yay! Okay. So this is where we're at. We're up in the sky looking down at my rough layout for the pinball machine. Now, I've also got this implemented roughly in Adobe Illustrator here.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can get that Adobe Illustrator window. I'm going to crop this a little bit. You know, whoa, that was not the right window. So I've got an Adobe Illustrator version of this. Why is that? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to crop it.
There we go.
Okay.
Now we're cropping.
Yeah, look who's cropping now. So I've got the Adobe Illustrator version of this here too. And I've been working in Illustrator to figure out like roughly where some of the like labels and lights are gonna need to go. Somebody says, "Mind your wings, Joe." Oh, we burned a lot of wings singing to Zedaph.
Ooh.
Yeah, we might need to go off to
Wherever wings come from.
Yeah. So we have a lot to do.
Twubaka says, I wrote a 10-minute PowerPoint presentation in the style of a Ken Burns documentary about the Great Emu War in Australia. And the whole soundtrack was instrumental covers of Land Down Under. It was amazing.
Ooh.
I know nothing of those wars.
I actually, yeah, I was gonna say I don't really know. I'm assuming that was like around they're around emu trade, like the pelts or something, or meat.
I imagine. Yeah.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, unless it was just like people versus emus.
Yeah, I'm doubting it was people versus emus in a war, but
that sounds too cool.
Mailman Dave says they were a glorious chapter in the annals of dinosaur kind. Oh, is this like something about mammals? No, it's literally the Australian army versus emus. Oh, kind of like when the U.S. Army tried to kill all the buffalo.
Yeah.
A Mind of Me confirms it was literally against emus. Okay.
Wow.
So that's, you know, something.
Okay.
So.
Asked and answered.
Yeah. So basically, if you look at this in the diagram here, I realized as I was laying out the diagram, there's going to be some issues with figuring out where to paint the play field to mark the shots and things like that. That might need to be resolved. There's some issues with, I realized the saucer up here, the thing that encloses it is way too small to actually fit a saucer. So we're going to have to go clean that up in the upper right. But like, we are definitely making progress. I've got some ideas about maybe putting some lights leading up to the spinner, kind of like the meteor spinner, where it's got like a bunch of little circles. Or Paragon spinner also has a bunch of those. So yeah, we'll sort that out, I'm thinking today. But we do need to fix my wings before we get too far. Okay, so now that we've announced those goals, Land Down Under. Is it called Land Down Under, or is it just Down Under?
Down Under.
Is it, so there's no hard R. It's not Land Down Under. It's Land Down Under. Right? Okay. Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Quinn. I'm trying to become more cultured, but we learn through experience and practice, you know? Like,
well, and you only learned a couple of months ago, I informed you that Colin Hay, the guy who was on Scrubs singing Overkill,
yeah,
was also the lead singer of Men at Work. who do the song Down Under.
I had no idea. And
exactly.
not only did I have no idea then, but I did not retain his name, the name of his band, or the fact that he wrote that song. So you've actually dumped 3 more things on me. The only part of this that I had before we had that conversation the first time was that there was a guy who did that song on Scrubs, and that was the only thing I still had today.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle,
I'll teach you again in a couple months.
Yeah, I did not get enough sleep. Oh, check that out. So the boats are stacked sufficiently that it now takes us up there. We did it. Okay, great.
We did it.
Dwubaka writes, one of my friend Whoops does a twice-a-week event called the Knowledge Bombs, and everybody does a 10-minute presentation on whatever they want. The last one I did was on the Great Emu War.
Emu.
Emu Wars. Okay, so we're fixing our wings. We're also repairing a few other things.
Fixing our wings.
The emu in Australia goes... What noise do emus make? I actually don't know. The emus in Australia go... The emus in Australia go... All through the continent. I actually don't know. Do they inhabit all of Australia?
They're in all of the major cities. They live among us. They have their own apartments. It's really hard for them to get jobs.
It's basically like Men in Black, where like they have cover stories and like...
Exactly.
Yeah, let me pour some more coffee real quick. I'm started using my travel mug as a thermos, so it doesn't like soak in the beans too long, which I think is better for my stomach. So, yeah.
There you go.
Little behavioral things like that can add up.
Behavioral things.
Behaving is important. It turns out our behavior is a manner of self-nurture that we can shape our nature thereby. I don't know, I kind of drifted into American Pie there. If I don't get the rest I need, every time I try to sleep, I'm constantly backlogged. My brain will get the wrong jogs. I don't know. I think that's technically a plausible use of the word jogs, but I don't
remember if Joe cried when he... Something flew me deep inside the day. That Zedaph didn't come out.
Zedaph didn't reply.
Yeah.
Okay. Zedaph left the game. Okay.
Oh wow.
If he comes back, because we didn't find him last time, we're going again. Okay. So, I think we need a better way to indicate where we're gonna have saucers. And so, I think we actually... I had this idea to use bamboo planks to indicate saucers, but I think bamboo slabs, because the saucers are recessed, would be better. I like that. It's very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
So, Quinn, do you have anything in particular going on with you this week that you're excited to share?
Well, I was in a women's pinball tournament and got second place.
Ooh,
that was cool.
That's pretty awesome. It's a pretty competitive field. I will say, like, because the normal pinball tournament nights How do you wait? Hold on. I'm not sure how to actually make blocks of bamboo. Planks of bamboo. There they are. The normal pinball tournament nights we go to, like the Wednesday tournaments, there's a good mix of like new players and competitive players, and so you don't necessarily have to worry about being in the back of the pack. Because, like, for example, there was a couple from New Orleans there last night who had never been in a tournament before. You know, our friend game developer Saba. I've actually played his games on my channel before.
Oh, nice.
And ooh, let me see if I can find. I think I have one of his old games from like over a decade ago. In my YouTube. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, if I go to my YouTube and search Dinos in Space.
Yeah, it was called Dinos in Space.
But yeah, he came for his first pinball tournament. So on the normal nights, there's always a good mix of skill levels. Dinosaur?
Dinosaur. It's just dinos in space.
Did that? Let me search for the word space. That's gonna have like a million. I might just have too many videos to. No, it's not. I really could. Maybe I streamed it.
Could be.
I definitely played it publicly at some point. I played Donuts in Space on the channel at some point. It might have been a stream. But anyway, so yeah, Saba was there for his first real tournament. He had a great time, it seemed like. I was very excited that he joined us. But yeah, so for the Wednesday night tournaments, there's a good mix of skill levels. For the first Tuesday tournaments, although this week it was a different day because of administrative stuff, it's a much smaller crowd, and it's like serious pinball play.
Oh yeah.
So the fact that you showed up and were able to get second in the women's night tournament is actually more impressive in a lot of ways than the doing well in the main tournament. So
yeah. Then I went to the main tournament last night and got last place. So it all evens out.
Well, I will say though, no, I actually did the same thing though. The night before the big Game Galaxy tournament, I got third on the warm-up tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, I was like 46th out of 50. Like, I think there is like objectively something about like when you go all in. Like,
Yeah, I was completely focused on Tuesday.
You like the next day,
To the point of exhaustion.
Your body is literally recovering. Like, so honestly, if you had asked me, if you had said to me like last or 2 nights ago, Joe, I got second tonight. How do you think I'll do tomorrow? I would probably say, just to warn you, I don't want to be negative here, but you might be last.
Yeah.
You put it all out there tonight, and like, the thing is though, the guy that I tied with for third at that big Friday night tournament, he went on to get first the next day. But he's been like competitive pinballing for a long time, so he's built up this endurance. So there's a 46 place difference between me and him in endurance, but not necessarily in like, skill.
Right.
Like there's there's all these different aspects that go into any sort of competition. And so like I need to keep practicing and work on my consistency and my endurance. But like, yeah, so yeah, that is nothing to be ashamed of, that you put it all out there on Tuesday.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
not ashamed.
Yeah. Well, I'm also saying for the benefit of like anybody out there that might give this a try, I don't want them to be discouraged,
Absolutely.
We try to be exemplary citizens here.
We're there to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're not I don't know. I'm not trying to land a professional pinball sponsorship. But Joe is.
Yeah, I mean, if I start winning tournaments and then that helps my stream, it's become really obvious that I cannot depend on my artwork alone as my source of income.
Me neither.
So I'm gonna have to go get some sort of other job. I'm trying to put that off until after Season 10 launches in Q1 of 2024 is our best estimate. That's not set, that's an estimate. But realistically, I'm going to have to get money from somewhere else in order to keep doing this. And so that might mean going back to a 40-hour week day job developing. That might mean trying to get sponsorships in other ways. Because, like, sponsorships in the Minecraft space is not really viable. At least that they want you to have like green numbers in terms of your views.
Yeah,
and
in order to get like sponsorships from like streaming adjacent companies.
Yeah,
your
like
Elgatos, your
they're like,
Logitech.
They're like, well, we're partnering with Twitch, So, fill this out through the partnership system. I'm like, well, I'm not a Twitch partner,
Yeah.
So, like, there's a bunch of different ways that I'm not well positioned to keep doing what I'm doing.
Fair.
But, yeah, I mean, like, there was a huge push on Tumblr that got us, like, offset 20% of the money that we were losing every month, in terms of, like, now that I'm not doing the freelance development stuff. So
That's really great.
it's fantastic because I was not expecting that. But the thing is, I gotta find the other 80% somewhere, and
yeah, and you need it to be like consistent and sustainable.
it has to be consistent and sustainable. So yeah, if I could,
Like we can't ask people to do like a Joe Hill's support campaign all the time every month.
well,
It's
here's
just
the
too
thing
much.
though is even if here's the thing though is even if they did it every week and we got an extra $600, well, I guess technically it would be exponential, or not exponential, it would be non-linear though, because if it was an extra $600 a week of sign-ups for the Patreon every week,
Yeah.
we would eventually pass, but basically we would need 5 of those to catch up with the revenue I lost when I stopped doing my freelance work,
Okay.
and when tips fell off.
Right.
And so, it's a thing.
It's a thing. Tips are welcome. At
So tips are welcome.
PayPal.me/Joe Hills.
Yay. Mark Zero G says, "Are there sleeping tournaments? I've never thought of myself as good enough to enter any other kind of tournament." I don't know. Honestly, I'm terrible at sleeping, and I get worse when I'm stressed out, and I'm constantly
and how would one
overextended and stressed out.
How would one win? Like, do they gauge your restlessness throughout the night, and whoever
is it like most improved? Like, do you have to come in and not sleep very well for the first 2 nights, and then like to then do really well the night after?
Yeah.
I have no idea how that would work.
What if you have to like get up and pee in the middle of the night? Is that points against you?
Or is it
That
like how
happens.
fast you fall asleep after peeing? Maybe that's really good.
Maybe.
Okay. So let's see. Sun's setting in the sky. Let's go lay our heads down and dream.
Sun setting in the sky. I can go thrice as high.
Take my love, take my land, reading rainbow. Take me out to the black. Tell them all I ain't coming back. Reading rainbow. Reading rainbow.
Reading rainbow.
So I think that what we're going to do is for this saucer, we're going to move this one up a little bit. Bam, ba-dam, bam, bam, ba-dam, bam, bam, ba-dam, bam, bam, bam. Boom, boom, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-da-da, do-do-do-do-do. Okay, wait, did I actually? No, that's the wrong place. Bum, bum.
Did we just get another tip?
Chloe the Great and Powerful tips 7 and says, "That's not how I remember that song." Thank you, Chloe the Great and Powerful. That's going to rotate us now up to 12 degrees angular. Do-do-do-do.
Thank you, Chloe.
You're fantastic and appreciated, not to mention great and powerful.
Powerful.
Okay, wait. I feel like I did this wrong twice somehow. How did I do this wrong twice? I'm exceptional at what I do. Okay, nope. This is wrong. Okay. No one knows for certain though. It's all okay. I think I'll let the mystery be. Okay, so I think what I need is to put this here and then there. Okay. So there was supposed to be 5 there, just in a different way than I was thinking. Nope, wrong. How did I do this wrong? Okay.
What exactly are you making here?
This is going to be a saucer.
Saucer.
Saucer section.
Like a saucer of milk or a
Like
flying saucer?
Like a pinball saucer. The
Pinball saucer.
yeah.
Like those little things that the ball falls into?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like on Paragon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
They don't have a lot of those on the modern machines.
Yeah, you're right.
They got scoops. That's about it.
I don't like. So the thing is with saucers, they allow lock stealing.
Okay. Tell me what that is.
So that's where if you're playing multi-ball, or if you're building up locks
Multi-ball. That's like multiple balls
at once. Yeah. If you're building up progress toward a multi-ball.
Yeah.
And so you store the ball in the scoop to and then you hit something else to start it.
Scoop. There it is.
Or sorry, if you get the ball in the saucer.
Yeah.
Right, and then you drain, and then the next person's like, oh, I've already got a ball in that saucer, so now I can start multi-ball easier.
Oh, I see.
So it's a penalty for not starting, for only partially making progress toward multi-ball.
Yeah.
And some people don't like that.
Sure.
This is one of the reasons that a lot of people don't like playing first. You'll notice first is the position in most pinball machines that's chosen last in the finals.
That makes sense.
Just because
I chose second in the finals.
I was curious about that. Normally, you people choose fourth, because that way you know exactly how far you have to go. Was there a reason you chose second in particular?
I just liked it.
Oh, that's fair.
It wasn't strategic.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was like, I wonder if there's a particular strategy there, or if this is just something you're doing. Okay. So I'm looking at this also, and I'm realizing that this is not dropping off at the same angle as that down there. Although, because it's at the
Hey,
angle of
Badger
the glass.
Spanner says morning evening.
Welcome, Badger.
Morning evening. Morning evening, Badger. How art thou?
Lakshmi 13. I don't know what that's a reference to.
You people.
Did somebody say you people?
You just said you people.
What did I say?
You just said. Did somebody just say you people?
Apparently. So now we're
And
we're in a feedback loop. Okay, great.
You people.
Okay.
Happy times.
I did?
On...
And what kind? About this? About picking the orders?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Okay, I'm really confused. I don't
know.
Yeah, I got a lot going on right now. So, yeah.
I think you people are just people who use the word you.
Yeah.
Which is most people, I think. Lakshmi 13
It was about the
says,
order?
ignore me!
Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have said finalists to be...
Yeah. You people. Women.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Maybe you said blue people?
I really...
Like the Blue Man Group?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or Tobias Funke?
Like, I guess I could go back in the VOD. Like, this is like, my brain today, I'm, now,
I
how
don't
far
think
back?
it matters that much, Joe.
But the thing is, I genuinely don't, like, I'm worried about my cognitive,
I would have called you out if I felt you had said something in a derogatory sense.
I know that, but I genuinely don't trust my cognitive state right now if, like, I'm saying things and not remembering them. So the thing is, with saucers, they allow lock stealing.
Okay. Tell me what that is.
So that's where, if you're playing multi-ball, or if you're building up locks
Multi-ball, that's like multiple balls.
at once, yeah. If you're building up progress toward a multi-ball, and so you store the ball in the scoop to and then you hit something else to start it.
Scoop, there it is.
Or sorry, if you get the ball in the saucer, right, and then you drain, and then the next person's like, oh, I've already got a ball in that saucer, so now I can start multi-ball easier.
Oh, I see.
So it's a penalty for not starting, for only partially making progress toward multi-ball.
Yeah.
And some people don't like that.
Sure.
This is one of the reasons that a lot of people don't like playing first. You'll notice first is the position in most pinball machines that's chosen last in the finals.
That makes sense.
Just because
I chose second in the finals.
I was curious about that. Normally, you people choose fourth. Because that way you
said
know
you
exactly
people.
I did. Yeah, so I guess what I meant, because I guess I was saying you, I was trying to say
finalists.
Yeah, well, no, I wasn't trying to, I was specifically meaning finalists, but I guess one of the things I've realized
usually you
is
people
pick
fourth is what you said.
I found that people in general don't like where I make suggestions where I say, usually you would do this, so I've been trying to cut myself off from doing that.
Sure.
Like, usually you'd go this way, or usually, that's
why don't you just say I would do this?
That's something that this is part of why I'm trying to be more specific. Yeah. So okay, so I see what happened now.
Don't tell me what to do, Joe.
So I was trying to cut myself off from giving advice by saying normally you would do this, and then I switched to people.
Yeah, you don't know what I would do.
Okay.
Because I've never been in that position before.
But yeah, so that makes sense. Because I was like, I can't think of any logical reason I would say those two words in that sequence. And I already, don't trust myself cognitively right now. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh. Because I've had a very hectic morning. And so I'm feeling overextended. And I'm like, man, if I'm missing stuff, am I worse off than I think I am? Okay. So now we know.
It's fine.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm because I ate at weird times yesterday, and sometimes that impacts me cognitively, and so I'm just trying to self-assess.
You eat at weird times every day.
Well, I eat at specific times to try to route around my physical digestive problems.
Sure.
But if I don't eat at those specific times, it can throw me off. And I can't always tell how thrown off I am. So I guess I was kind of panicking, oh man, am I further off than I think I am?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oops.
Moving on.
Okay. Okay, so we have, let's get this map in play here. Okay, so I haven't figured out exactly how I want to enclose this saucer either. So we've got that kind of open right now. We have this big space here that I was thinking of putting some sort of bash toy in. So, an example of a bash toy...
Walking Dead.
The Well Walker on Walking Dead is a perfect example.
Bash toy. Oh,
yeah.
Or the character in Metallica.
Yeah, Sparky on Metallica.
Sparky.
Thank you, Salem, for tipping 10. Woo!
Thank you, Salem. Good morning.
We're going to rotate 10 degrees.
Where are we now, degree-wise?
We're at 22.
22.
Okay.
Degreeifically.
Yes.
We're trying to get to 180 to sing I'll Sing Down Under by Men at Work. Because we're going around the world today.
Yeah.
And then at 360, the Beetlejuice will perform Toto's Africa. Blastoise?
That's a Pokemon.
It's a Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yep. So I'm trying to think of, so in the context of the machine, we've got kind of 5 different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum
Sure.
that are going to be represented by different types of shots. So we've got these switches for the infrared. We've got the shot up here to the pops for the visible light. We've got the UV trapped ball over here.
What do you mean UV?
Ultraviolet.
I'm not Violet. I'm Quinn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Quinn. I didn't recognize you in that violet outfit. And then the spinner for the gamma over here.
Okay.
So we've got 5 shots that are based around different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum. Each one also corresponds with like 1 or more specific space telescopes. Like the X-ray shots correspond to the Chandra X-ray Observatory because it kind of, if you look at the Chandra X-ray Observatory head on, it kind of looks like 7 drop targets in a row because its solar panels are exactly shaped like drop targets.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so that will be represented on the board by this.
Was it designed by someone who plays pinball?
I would love to think so. And maybe I'll get to play against them in a tournament someday.
That'd be great.
So that is what I'm thinking. So I guess what I'm looking at is I almost feel like whatever that bash toy is has to exist outside the electromagnetic spectrum and outside of measurement of the spectrum. Like, the bash toy shouldn't be a particular space telescope, but it should be something space telescope related, like maybe a rocket that launches space telescopes, or like a laptop representing data processing. You could have data processing multi-ball after you smash the laptop a bunch, which I think a lot of NASA people would probably find fun to smash a laptop sometimes. But can you think of, and this is open to the chat too, can you think of anything else that's like related to space telescopes, but isn't itself a space telescope? So we've got the launch, which is before the space telescope begins. We've got the data processing, which is after. But is there something obvious I'm missing here?
Yes, in the realm of space telescopy.
Yes.
What are we missing?
I feel like there's something here.
Folks in the chat,
Folks
you all know about space telescopes. We don't have to tell you.
Yeah, Mike Deadman says, too bad that people don't recognize fax machines anymore, so we can't smash those.
Aww.
Yeah. Because, like, in some ways, the rocket, I feel like, is more removed from the science than the data processing.
Sure.
The data processing is, to some degree, the, like you have observation, but then you have to do something with the observation.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's less visually interesting in some ways than a rocket. Ice Pick says maybe a planet like Pluto. Actually...
Oh, now we're going to have to talk about whether that's a planet.
Yeah, I'm considering it as a planet. Simon Porter considers it a planet, and he's got a doctorate. So...
It's a planet.
I disregard everybody else with a doctorate. So yeah, actually just having something observable.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about when I was originally thinking about that, I was thinking like, oh, if I had a spinning disc with a galaxy on it, that could look cool. But honestly, Pluto is actually a great choice because like that probe we sent there was so cool. The New Horizons mission was really awesome, and we know somebody who worked on it. And so, actually, yeah, I love this idea. I love the idea that we have Pluto itself up here. And now the thing is, there have been like hemispherical or semi-spherical bash toys before, like the soccer ball on World Cup.
Oh yeah.
What other games have like a dome in them? That
dome.
Yeah. If we wanted to have it But the other problem, though, is this is a relatively low glass machine. But if you put it far enough back, I guess technically there's a Death Star in Star Wars, but that's like a full sphere, and it's not actually like on the playfield.
And that's no moon.
No, it's a space station.
Mm-hmm. The Technodrome.
Technodrome? Is that on? Did they have that in the original Turtles machine from the 90s, the Sega Data East one?
I don't know. That'd be cool if they did.
It'd be cool if they did. I know that's the topper on the modern one. If you go look at the Game Galaxy one.
We had the playset, didn't we?
Yeah, we did have the playset.
Technodrome.
So in some ways, having a spinner up here.
Okay, yeah.
For Pluto, like
can you make it spin?
Well, not in Minecraft.
Okay.
But like having a spinning disc, like you know on Avengers, the Doctor Strange spinner or the hat on the Bond 60th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the spinner on Godzilla, like right on the right side.
I think
Mechagodzilla?
I think you're talking about an upright spinner. I'm sorry. I was to clarify.
You don't mean an upright
to
spinner.
clarify, I meant a spinning disc.
Oh, I see.
Where it's like flat on the playfield with a peg that you hit.
But they're both called spinners.
It's very frustrating trying to Google. Yes.
Someone in Pinball decided anything that spins
anything
is called
that
a
spins
spinner,
is called
regardless
a spinner.
of what it looks like.
Yeah. The pop bumpers are pop bumper spinners on Orbiter.
Like
It's
yeah.
No, it's a whole thing.
Semantics.
Your typical human says maybe instead of galaxy do a modular or solar system.
Big wall.
I actually really think that Pluto is a great choice here because it's something that like within our lifetime we have new pictures of. It's a pushing the boundaries of science. And one thing I wanted to do too is even though I'm designing this with like an old school layout, like this is a layout that somebody could have built in the 1970s. None of the technology here, or the 80s, none of the technology here wouldn't have existed to build this as a legitimate pinball machine back then.
Sure.
I wanted to use knowledge of space that's from this era. Something to show stuff. It's a contrast that I was going for.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons I'm using the new deep field image on the side art here.
Right.
Because I wanted to do something like people could have.
And by new, you mean millions of years old.
Yeah, these are very old light. Pluto demolition bonus 1 million. Okay, that's pretty.
100 million.
100 million.
I love it. Demolish Pluto.
Okay. Yeah. So we put Pluto in here. How big can that be? Putting that in, yeah. Yeah, just having something that rotates here would be really cool. But yeah, having if it's a spinning disc, it can't intersect that part. The problem with the spinning disc though is you really gotta be. One of the things I was trying to figure out with the spinning disc is the size of the part. So I could, because in theory, if I wanted to build this someday, I could buy a Doctor Strange spinning disc part from an Avengers machine, and then just put a new decal on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, well, it might not even come with the decal. You'd probably have to order the Doctor Strange decal separately because of the way pinball machines work. So I would just not order the Doctor Strange decal and put my own on.
There you go. Get your own decal, Joe.
Indeed. Okay, we've been going for almost an hour. Just as a reminder, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat.
We're going around the world in one day.
Yup. Everyone's wondering what and where they all came from. Everyone's wondering what they're gonna do when the whole thing's done. No one knows for certain, though it's all the same to me. Think I'll let the mystery be. Some say you're gone forever, and some say you're gonna come back. Say you end up in the arms of the savior of sin is what you lack. I don't know the rest of the words, so I guess I'll change the blending mode on this Pluto picture to only lighter things. Okay.
Pluto's pretty.
Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm just throwing this in here. Now, if I go over here and I set this to like dark magenta, this should look right, I think. Oh wow, that worked perfectly. I'm a genius at OBS. Okay. So that is not in our
OBS genius.
No, Quinn, check this out. So I set this layer to lighten only.
Yeah.
And then I drew a dark magenta circle in Illustrator underneath it.
Yeah, magenta.
Yeah.
One of Blue's friends.
Yep. Maybe have Pluto be static and have Sharon go around it or something. Not sure how that would work. Nope, Queen writes, you demote Pluto? You demote him? Like Unplanet? Oh, shame NASA. Shame for 100 million years. Dark Magenta Avocado says, Dark Magenta is where I enter my villain character arc. So, yeah, here we go.
Moonroses asks, is this pinball machine designed with the intent of one day constructing it within the physical world? I mean,
yes.
I think it is, yeah.
I don't know. So intent is not the same as desire, maybe?
Sure.
I would like to be able to afford to build this one day. But I don't... Like, that was kind of... When I started brainstorming this, I was assuming one day I would own a house. And my financial situation has gotten progressively worse over the last year, and so now I can't believe that will ever be a possibility where I'll have, or at least not until after Corinne goes to college.
Yeah.
So it's becoming less. I'm designing it to keep the door open because I want to live in hope, but I'm increasingly concerned it's not going to be an option. If that makes any sense. Desire is maybe. It was originally my intent.
It's a dream,
and now it's merely a dream. But yeah, so if we have Pluto up here as a spinning disc, which I need to find the dimensions of that. Doctor Strange.
Dimensions of Pluto.
Spinning disc dimension, or diameter. Avengers Infinity Quest. Okay. So here's some people talking about modding theirs.
Okay.
Let's see if we can find
people talking about, hey, I want to make.
somebody wants to put a little Lego Doctor Strange on the post.
Okay.
Okay, that's
interesting.
Okay.
It's a thing that could be done.
Does anybody have the okay, let's search for the word diameter in this chat. Okay.
Sure.
It doesn't say the diameter in that comment. Doctor Strange disc mod kit. Okay, here we go. Does he have the dimensions here?
Could you look at an overhead view of the table and then based on knowing the dimensions of the full table?
Yes, that's where I'm going next with this.
Create your own. Yeah.
Yeah, that it's not as precise, but yeah,
of course not.
You're absolutely right. That is the next step.
It's what we got.
It's what we got, and we're moving forward. So we want specifically Avengers Infinity Quest Pro. Promotional photo with the top-down view right here. Okay, so if we pull this into Adobe Illustrator, nope. Open image in new tab. Come on. Copy image. This actually is almost exactly the right scale already. Okay, so let's, okay, what's something that we know the size of for sure? We know the size of the flippers for sure. And so if we scale that up with the resize tool, That's... Okay, let's go. Where's our layers? Okay. So the flipper layer, we're going to want to temporarily change the render mode on. Why can't I right click? Is my right click broken on everything or only Adobe Illustrator? Only Adobe Illustrator. Oh my gosh. Options for flippers. Dim images to no. Oh gosh. Okay, I have no idea why this is broken.
Zedaph has rejoined.
Okay, let's go sing to Zedaph. We'll come back to this part.
We'll come back to this part.
Something else in Adobe might have focus. Probably Mike Deadman. I think you're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a reminder, tips are welcome via PayPal. Oh, that's not going to work because...
Don't... Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
This is why I fly with a totem in my... Oh, I don't have a totem in my head. I could have totally died right there. Welcome, 12ooey. Sometimes Zedaph hides and surveils us, but we found him. We discovered Zedaph, and I think he doesn't have sound enabled.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I see Zedaph right there, and I don't think he sees or hears us. Oh, he saw us. And he's just climbing. Okay, whatever Zedaph is doing, he's doing a lot of it.
He's doing a lot of something.
He's designing a tree. What an arboreal focus for Zedaph. He's getting a lot done in the treetops, getting struck by snowballs. Is he intentionally building the trees where the snow will water it? It's hard to say, but I don't think he hears us. Anyway.
No, 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 no.
Alrighty, bye, Zed.
Bye, Zed.
Okay, sorry. So we'll come back to our pinball machine measurement thing, but yeah, I wanted to find Zedaph at least once this stream. That was a priority for me.
Yes, we spotted Zedaph.
Yeah. Okay.
That was enough. There was a sighting.
Sighting of Zedaph, the best one to sight. Everybody likes finding Zedaph day and night. A lot of hermits had their sounds off because of Doc's speakers, says Geek of Many Topics. Oh, you're probably right. You're probably right.
Really? They're bothered that much? I like the Doc.
I like the Doc speakers too.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I'm not muted.
To each their own.
Yeah. Okay, so let's, we got another 5 rolling in from Magenta. Thank you, Magenta.
Thank you, Magenta.
Gonna increase the rotation of the camera.
Increasing the rotation of
to
the
27.
camera to 27.
Quinn has to drive all the way across town for these streams. We do split the tips 50-50.
It's like an hour round trip.
Yeah, it's not trivial.
It's
So,
not trivial.
I really appreciate Quinn coming out here. Want to make sure that's worth her time. So, okay. Let's go ahead now and reopen that Adobe Illustrator. Get that layer back with the playfield art. Okay. Okay, so I need to scale this so that my flipper here... Dang it, I want this flipper... okay. Properties. We're going to turn the opacity of this flipper down a little bit, and then we're going to zoom in on it. Okay. I'm also realizing I need to rotate this flipper slightly, so let's do that real quick. Oh, actually, no. Maybe it's already fine. It just looks wrong because the playfield is the wrong scale. Okay, so we're going to come over here to playfield art. We're going to select that. We're going to use our scaling tool.
Yay.
And we're going to set the scale center point on the flipper.
Okay.
On the center of the diameter of that. And so now, as we scale it, it should rotate the whole thing proportionally here. Okay, I'm realizing...
What are you realizing, Joe?
The angle on this isn't the... It's shot at a different angle. This is going to be... We're going to be estimating here a lot more.
Are you an angle?
They call me Angle. Angle.
You do have a lot of eyes.
Okay, so this Doctor Strange thing here.
Oh, girl, Angle. My darling Angle.
Okay, so let's disable the pops layer here
Okay.
temporarily so we can see that more clearly. Okay, so it looks like if we get the center of the artwork here and then come out to the edge, it's about this size. It's got a mounting bracket with 4 screws that are... Ah, dang it. Okay.
Hey, you got a new message from service at PayPal.
Oh, let's see who that tip is rolling in from. Drew Baca tips
Drew
50.
Baca!
And says, for Quinn driving and the Joe buying new shorts fund. Oh my gosh, Quinn, I haven't even...
I didn't even know. Joe needs new shorts?
I haven't even
What happened?
played...
What'd you do to your shorts?
I'm objectively super, like, upset about this. So let's hold on. Let's do the rotation, and yeah, I'm already like, yeah. Thank you,
Let's
Trubaka, for the 50.
rotate.
So 3, 23, 43, 50. That gets us all the way to 77 degrees angular. So we're going to go ahead and rotate up to 77. Okay. So, the pens that Creo sent us...
Uh-huh.
The rotation is not around the center point.
Oh, Creo sent pens.
Yeah!
But not enough pens.
Not enough pens, and apparently shipping them, like, wrecked them.
That happens.
I had one explode all over me. So you know how I have, like, 2 pairs of shorts? I have, like, these cargo shorts, and then I have, like, the nice navy blue ones.
Sure.
And they're not, like, super nice. They're not, like, Brooks Brothers shorts that you could wear at a yacht or whatever. But they're
your shorts.
But they look kind of like that. They're nicely cut enough that, like, if our parents invited me somewhere nice for, like, brunch on a Sunday, and it was hot out, I could wear those with a button-down shirt and look respectable.
Sure.
You know, like a short-sleeve button-down shirt. It would look okay. So, of my 2 pairs of shorts, the nicer pair got splattered with silver paint pen. And
not in a way that looks cool.
Not in a way that looks cool. In fact, when I wash it, it doesn't look like silver paint anymore. It looks like I just permanently have Alfredo sauce spilled all over it.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, ugh. So what's really frustrating though is the store that I bought those shorts from is one of the stores we were at with Corinne to go shopping for school clothes the other day.
Oh, okay,
and when we were there, I thought to myself, you know, I really like that pair of shorts. I should buy a second pair just in case. And then I'm like, no, I'm trying to save money. I don't need a second pair of shorts. That's nice. I only need one nice pair of shorts.
Right.
And now I have 0. And so it's like, now I got to go all the way back. Like that's
0. You have 1.
Well, no,
you
but
just
these
you just don't have.
I don't have.
You have 0 of the like formal.
I have 0 nice looking shorts.
Nice looking.
If we got, if somebody was like, hey, can you go to this nice place for brunch? I would say, I can't wear shorts. I have to wear nice trousers.
Sure.
Because
you would say, I cannot attend. I do not have nice shorts.
I would not want to go because it's so hot out, and I would not have the right clothes.
Yeah.
Like. NJ, no, these shorts are ruined. I have soaked the stains in detergent. I have washed them at multiple hot temperatures multiple times. It's not coming out. Like, people, for some reason, like, I'm actually not terrible at laundry. I had to take care of navy whites for a couple of years. Yeah. Like, I know how to get stains out of things.
Sure. And
I also know when you can't get stains out of things. And this is one of those, it turns out Sharpies that have paint in them are very permanent. Even if you can get some of the metallic bits out. Yeah, it's...
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, in fact, it would look better if the silver part stayed, because then it would look like, oh, cool, that's some sort of cool design, not
Right.
did you spill Alfredo on yourself. Like, so yeah, I think they're permanently
Maybe
like.
you just need to spill more Alfredo on yourself.
Well, that was actually part of the one of the things I was gonna try was I was like, well, if the silver doesn't come out, I'm just gonna totally spray paint all over the shorts.
Sure.
But then they still wouldn't be that would salvage them for certain social situations, but they still wouldn't be nice enough to like wear when I'm invited somewhere nice. I don't really initiate going nice places myself, so it's not like, oh, this is gonna really impact my day to day, but it's gonna impair my ability to connect with others.
Yeah.
Which is like part of why I justified buying them in the first place. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm like in a whole spiral about this. Like,
You heard it here first, folks. Joe Hills cannot commune with others without shorts.
I like
Shorts dependent.
the thing is, I buy as few things as possible at almost all times, and then when something is ruined, I'm either like it's like really like, oh, I bought that for a reason, and now I can't like.
Yeah.
You know, now I can't have it for that reason, and now I have to go out of my way to replace it, and it's an awkward time. Like, if this had happened 3 days ago, or 4 days ago, we could have gone. I could have just picked them up when we were shopping for everything else.
Yeah, we were already there.
And now I'm gonna have to get on the bus, and it's gonna be round trip like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I don't want to deal with that. Like,
Yeah.
but I have to at some point.
I could drop you off right after this, but
Well,
you'd have to find your way home.
I
and
still
you
have to get the
other
bus
things
home, and I have
today
a
and
bunch
this
of other
afternoon,
stuff.
So,
All yeah, like.
so
Badger says, can confirm, never wore shorts before I went to Nashville. Now summer is incomplete without them.
you gotta have shorts.
Yeah.
I'm in shorts.
Yeah. It's so anyway, yeah, it's just one more thing. It was already a busy week, and it's like, because it's the first week of school. So I got a lot going on. It's gonna be fine in the long term, but like it really threw me off in the short term. It's just one more thing at a time when I don't need one more thing. Yeah.
A lot of shorts fans here in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so. Okay, so we were in the middle of trying to figure out this spinning disc where the screws go.
Yeah.
So, of course, apparently I put that circle on the wrong layer there. Let's make this magenta so we know what it is. Like, flag it as Pluto.
Salem says, I love shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. I understood that reference.
Yeah, I too really enjoy Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know that's wrong. It's actually Pokemon.
It's Pokemon.
Okay, so... dang it, I'm trying not to talk about struck work. My bad. Okay. No. Has there been any progress on the strike that you've heard?
Like they sat down on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
The AMPTP called a meeting to order.
That's good.
But they just did so to like continue to shame the unions and be able to put out more press that says like the unions will cooperate with us. We talked to them, even though they didn't actually negotiate. So yesterday was day 100 of the strike, of the WGA strike.
Mm-hmm.
And now, of course, SAG-AFTRA is also striking with them. And you can't really make stuff without actors and writers.
It helps, yeah, it turns out. That's
if you're making any, TV, film, fiction stuff, you kind of need them. So
okay.
Hopefully, eventually, these evil corporations will cave and sign the agreement. We'll see.
Drew Baca says Dropout and College Humor got the okay to resume production. Yeah, A24 as well. I really think that
exactly.
the way to do this is definitely going to be to try to break up AMTP. or AMPTP or whatever by
Yeah,
just saying
and just have more independent companies decide to proceed.
yeah, it's like, hey, if you follow our rules, then you can make stuff. If you don't, you can't. That seems like
Exactly.
the best way to do it.
Yep.
And Nope Queen says, aren't Marvel VFX workers striking now? Yeah, I heard they're trying to unionize as well.
I hope they're successful because there's so much crunch and they're treated so terribly. And
Badger says the actual proper 90s vampire movie quotes is shorts are the world to wear. I can't deliver that well, but yeah. Yeah, IATC says the VFX companies will be joining them. And Asteri says it's on-set VFX workers only, not every VFX worker ever. It's still a good start.
yeah.
Tango has joined. Well, I don't think we're
Tango has joined.
chords, player. Let's see if he's in decked out. We're not allowed to go into the depths of decked out.
We are not allowed into the depths of decked out.
But we can maybe see about getting nearby.
But we can see about maybe getting nearby.
Does anyone know the range Y level wise of the voice chat? He might not be able to hear us all the way down there.
I don't know. It takes two to tango, but sometimes tango wants to be alone.
How many does it take to tech? Is that 3? Or are there dual techs in Chrono Trigger?
It takes 3 to tech, except for dual techs in Chrono Trigger.
Tango Tech might be deep below the ground. I don't know if I've found a way to reach him where he can hear us. Tango Tech might be so far below all the snow. There might be no way to reach Tango. Probably help if I...
Tango, 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 tango.
Looks like Tango might be somewhere near here, but below us.
Below us,
Maybe under the ice and snow.
us.
He's gotta be nearby, but I don't know if he's got us unmuted anyway. He makes good decisions about being involved in all this nonsense. I think he might be further that way. I might be going the wrong way.
The wrong way.
To Tango Tech. He's heading this way, it looks like now. Might be further under here. It's hard to say. This is the wrong way. Wanna greet Tango and say, Tango, thanks for all you do. You do so much. Yeah, it's true. Thank you, Tango, for everything you're working on. It is a lot to do. Farewell for now to you, Tango below the snow. Tango below the ground. Tango beyond the sound of my voice. Happy building, Tango. Eklog says voice chat doesn't go more than 50 blocks. Yeah, we might have been too high. We tried. Eating entire pork chops is, while performing is perfect vibes. Thank you.
Yay!
Just as a reminder, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Whoa! That's new.
Whoa! What is it?
I'm gonna leave that alone for right now.
Okay, goodbye, tree.
I don't know if that's public knowledge.
Oh.
That sure is something though. Okay.
Should have put a giant wall around it if they didn't want us to
Well,
see.
there is literally a channel called Spoilers where people are supposed to post, and let me see if it's in there. Joe, don't fly too close to this. Nope, I am absolutely allowed to fly next to that.
Woo!
It might not be, the fans might not like it, but none of the hermits are going to be mad at me. Okay, I got lost. I overshot where I was supposed to go. Oh, no, I didn't. I undershot where I was supposed to go, because I was...
Sorry, fans. I apologize on behalf of Joe Hills for all indiscretions.
Okay.
And I mean all.
Yes, the bonsai tree is what I'm talking about. The one that's been in several videos. Yes. Okay. Thank you all for confirming that the bonsai tree has been in a few videos. I feel much better now.
Yes, we were just talking about the bonsai tree the other week.
Yes, I was like, I hope that the branches are adorable for pruning. I cannot wait. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's the exact same tempo as one of the alarms on my phone. My heart rate jumped up. I was like, oh no, where am I supposed to be right now? Oh my gosh, you freaked me out.
Wake up, Joe!
I'm awake now!
This was all a dream, and now you have to do 90 minutes. You have to do it all over again.
Okay. Nothing here but us trees. Yeah. Okay.
Trees here, trees here.
Okay, so, okay, so this thing in, this is 150 pixels by 150 pixels wide in Photoshop, or in Illustrator. So we don't have a great standard for measurement here, but
Sure.
This is a lot of dead reckoning, but we can dead reckon to some degree. Okay.
Okay.
So the trap ball is 64 pixels, and it's 6 pixels wide. Where are all the notebooks?
I don't know.
Could you hand me that that notepad?
Graphy pad?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Sorry.
Yes, okay.
And then that pencil there. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, those tissues were not used facial tissues. That was from when the marker exploded.
Oh, okay.
And I thought I'd...
Fair.
Yeah. So I know you're like biohazard.
I treat all crumpled tissues as
treat all
facial
crumpled
tissues.
Yeah, it's facial tissues. No, that's fair, but yeah. I'm like... I saw the disgust on your face, and I'm like, oh, sorry about that? Yeah. Okay. So...
Disgust on my face.
64 over 6 equals...
What is this place?
150 over x. So, So 150 times 6, that's actually easy enough to do.
Yes,
That's 900.
6. Yeah, 900.
So 900 divided by 64, that I'm going to actually use the calculator for. This is very, very rough. 14 blocks. Okay, so we got a 14 block radius circle here. Then we're going to drop in. Okay. So, how big is this space from top to bottom here? Function F3. It looks like we should have room, but I just want to get a sense of this. So this is 2686 And then at what point do we hit that thing? 69. Okay. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Pop bumpers there. Let's turn on the pop layer in the or not in the Discord, in the thing here. Pop, pop. Okay.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. Okay. So...
How come these pinball games don't have any moms?
Some of them have a wow.
Or wrens. They have a wow?
Some of them have a wow.
That's a wow.
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 So a lot of the space pinball machines will have some sort of wow target inspired by, you know, the wow spike that space telescope got.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find the article. Or what is it? Wow graph? I'm blanking on the name of it. It's all bringing up World of Warcraft.
The only wow that counts.
The wow signal. Yeah.
Is it like a bat signal?
So, okay, so basically the Big Ear telescope at Ohio State University picked up this particularly interesting signal, and astronomy Jerry R. Ehrman hand wrote the word wow on the printout. And then this
lovely handwriting.
Yeah, and then this printout was like published in magazines and stuff at the time. Like it was a big deal. And so
that looks like a cool printout to like frame and put on your wall.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna post a link to the wow signal here. But yeah, so a wow upside down would be a mom. And we're getting dark here. Sorry,
NJ clarifies.
And Ohio State University. Sorry, I forgot the article.
Yes, the article counts.
Yes, articles are important.
Articles.
Thank you, NJ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we wanted to come up here and put in a circle that could plausibly be ejected into from that and be hit from the pops before falling down.
All the pops are falling down.
Falling down. Okay, so let's see, how far would that be from there? We want it basically level with... Okay, we want it to overlap linearly with the top of this pop. So the top of the pops here.
I think you mean linearly.
Linearly. Oh, what are some good magenta blocks we can use to mark this? Ooh, let's go get some of the nether wood. Ooh, no. Not the nether wood. What is it called? There's a fancy kind of colored wood in here now.
Rosewood? Mahogany?
Lakshmi 13, I know it's real for you. We are just joking around. This is a gentle ribbing. I'm sure that any particular Ohio State University graduate or attendee or resident can they're such a great university, they can handle a little bit of ribbing.
Well, and it's very confusing because for whatever reason at the time they didn't land the rights to Ohio State University. And so a bunch of other Ohio State universities like set themselves up across the street.
Uh-huh.
And so in order to know that you're at the Ohio State University, you have to specify.
Yeah.
Otherwise you might just be at an Ohio State University
or
a Ohio State University.
Yeah.
If you're feeling, I don't know, something.
NJ says our nephew goes there, so I had to say something. Yep, so we got some mangrove slabs here. Okay, so this is the line roughly where we want to start this. Let me pull up the circle generator. we're coming up on the 10 o'clock hour, so we've been going 90 minutes, Quinn. Do you think that's a good time to remind people that
our goals?
we've got some goals? What was it at 180?
180 Down Under by Men at Work.
Very good. And then at 360, the Beetlejuice was going to perform something. What was it?
It was going to be Toto's Africa.
Woo!
So, you know, you can help us get there. PayPal.me/Joe Hills.
Indeed. And
We're probably going to stream for like at least probably another hour.
Yeah.
Maybe at most.
Yeah. We usually wrap up at around 11. If we got, depending on our momentum, sometimes we go a little longer.
Yeah,
but,
you know, things happen.
Okay, so let me see if we put this roughly here. How centered is that? And I'm too close. Oh, I forgot I could just use where I am on here to tell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, duh. Didn't think that through. Okay.
Duh.
Okay, so this is 1, 2. Okay, let's see if that looks right. Upper playfield. I think that's about where I would want it.
Cool.
Okay, 1, 2, 3,
4, 5. Everybody get together, watch my brother live.
I'm streaming on YouTube. Do. I don't know the actual. Are you doing Mambo number 5?
Yeah.
I don't actually know
And then
that
it goes, Kids WB, Snow Jam, Pinky in the Brain, Wayne Head.
Wayne Head. I haven't thought about
Something like
Wayne
that.
Head for years.
Yeah, it goes like that.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9.
10, 11, 12.
Is that that's Sesame Street, right?
At the Ladybug Picnic.
Okay. Welcome back, Louie. Louie, ba-ba. I was a do.
Louie.
Wow.
Wah, 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 wah.
La da 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 da. Yeah. Let's see. There's some Stern promotional photos here that show this closer up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you can see how high the peg is. It's like as tall as the pinball, and it's it's probably 2 blocks wide actually.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and make some more mangrove logs here. And it looks like it's basically on the outside edge. So I feel like having a...
I'm on the outside. I'm looking
marking it like
in.
that would be appropriate, it feels like. I can see through you, see your true colors.
Inside you're ugly like me.
Ba with the ba, the bang, the bang, diggy said the boogie said up, jump the boogie. We are,
The youth of a nation.
we are, youth of a nation.
A nation, you know.
Is it youth of a nation or the nation? It's Ohio State all over again.
Youth of the.
We're the youth of the nation.
Are the youth of the nation.
Okay, so.
We're the kids of America.
Whoa!
We're the kids of America.
Whoa! Da 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 da. Pearl just joined. Really?
Window.
Casimir tips 20 and says, "Let's advance the camera tilt a whirl." Woo! You know what? After that, I think we're gonna go catch Pearl.
Thank you.
So let's rotate the camera 20 degrees.
Tilt the world and catch a pearl.
That's gonna get us more than halfway. That's gonna get us up to 97 degrees angular. We are only 83 away from our next face camera expansion milestone, or not expansion milestone. Our next our song.
Our song 180.
Chords.
Player. I'm playing chords.
Pearlescent moon. She's at negative 1293.
1393.
She's all the way back at her base. That's a long way. Do I have enough rockets? Let's grab extra rockets. This will be a long trip.
Let's get some rockets to go see Pearl.
It's a little bit of a trip, but it's worth it. 'Cause Pearl is worth it to go visit. Okay. Yeah, I feel better now. Okay. Let's make sure that Pearl is not on our way back here, because that would be easier for me in some ways. I could just stay put, but... Why is she going... Why is she so far this way? Wonder what's over here. $24.99. $13.11. Hold on. Pearl should be over here somewhere. Welcome back to the server. Pearlescent moon rises and shines. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hey, Pearl. Welcome back to the server. I saw Tango greeting you, and I was like, I gotta one-up Tango. That Tango tech is always decking things out, and I cannot resist a shout, because I gotta be as extra as Tango. And he's like, hey, Pearly. And I'm like, no, not for me. I gotta be like, hey, Pearly, Pearl. Yeah!
I love Pearly, Pearl.
The shiniest moon. It's you. I can't let Tango do more than me on any measurable axis. I'm incredibly jealous, and I let it drive and consume me.
It consumes Joe.
It can't be healthy. It's burning inside. Screaming externally. Good night.
Good night.
Alrighty.
DJ Doc.
Muted for the first bit.
I could have done more, and I know it. Tango shows it, and Doc tells me, but I gotta leave anyway. Bye, Pearl.
Bye, Pearl. Flying into the sunset. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah. Okay. I think Pearl was recording something in front of the bonsai there, but we you know what?
The
Look,
bonsai, which we have
which
previously
established is
and
not a
has been in
spoiler.
several videos.
Yeah, totally not a spoiler.
Not a spoiler. Nope.
Yeah, if y'all enjoy the show, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Quinn does have to drive about an hour round trip across town for these shows, so if we can make it worth her while, I would be delighted and appreciative. I'm sure Quinn would be too.
I would be.
Speaking of which, Samuel just tipped 20. Thank you, Samuel. Woo.
Thank you, Samuel.
We do split these tips 50-50.
We do.
So let's see. That's going to bring us up to 117 degrees angular, getting us even closer to our first goal of 180, where Quinn is going to perform Land Down Under. Just normal greetings. Okay. Yeah, I felt like I really had to go all in on that one. I'm trying to push myself creatively, and I feel like I'm very fortunate that I have Quinn here who can follow, like, no matter how stupid what I'm doing gets. You're on it. I appreciate it.
I'm
Quinn.
in on it.
I appreciate
Yes,
it.
and.
Yes, and ho. Do you remember that bit? Oh, we're not supposed to talk about TV shows. Where there was a thing where they were like, we need to be encouraging each other. When somebody suggests something, don't say no or explain why we don't have the money. Say yes and. And somebody's like, yes and what? And it's a British show, and so they're like, what's enthusiastic? Yes and ho! Like, and so then people are like making all these terrible suggestions, and everybody's like, yes and ho!
Yeah.
Evan Netta, thank you for the 30 new Israeli shekels in US dollars. That comes out to $8. So that's gonna get us another another 8 abacus beads here, bringing us up to 125 rotationally. And 125. Salamander
have
says
55 to go, right?
the only part about the sad part about the land down under is it's basically after midnight in Australia now, so not many Australians will see it.
Oh no.
Okay, you know what? If we hit the goal,
We timed this poorly.
I will fly over to Pearl for this. It will probably ruin her take and she won't be able to use it. But welcome Juan Jianzi. Glad you could join us. I'm glad you enjoy the humor.
Yeah, luckily Pearl is awake.
Yeah. Wow, I totally botched the inflection on that. Sorry. Because it's upward rising, downward,
downward.
I see. Yeah.
So how should it sound?
Probably be closer to... It's hard for me to context switch.
Sure.
Huang Jian Zhe would probably be closer.
Yeah.
So thank you, Huang Jiang Zhe. Appreciate you. Or Jian Zhe. I think I'm way off. Jian Zhe. I'm losing it. Sorry. I haven't taken Chinese for...
Yeah.
When did I graduate? 2008? So it's been like more than 15 years since I had
There was an attempt.
Formal education in Chinese. Oh, wait. Cub fan joined the game.
Cub fan joined the game.
Let's, he might be right over here. Hold on.
Go Cubs go. Go Cubs go. Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hey Chicago, hit a homer for all 135 fans who are assembled. Hey, Cub, how you doing?
Cub, go. Go, Cub, go.
Doing well.
Welcome. Hello.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say?
Cubs gonna win today.
Woo! Alrighty, Cub. I'm sure you have a lot to do today. I know all of our weeks were pretty disrupted by the TCG cards. We just wanted to pop in and say howdy.
Howdy. Yeah, it's going well, man. It's going well. Yeah, I got my TCG cards. I got to pick them up. Actually, there. I wasn't home when they dropped them off, so I got to go pick them up.
Yeah, you're gonna love them. They are beautiful. Like I tried showing them on stream, but like it doesn't really capture it. Like, yeah. Oh, like Quinn, have you actually gotten to hold? Here, I had 2 that I signed wrong. Like, one of them I actually used, like, the signature I would use on a check by accident instead of at Joe Hills.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm not putting that one out.
This is...
I tried to fix it.
This is so surreal that this is... this is here.
Yeah.
It's in my hands.
I know.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. Yeah.
It's an actual card game.
Yeah.
So that's
amazing.
the holographic and the non-holographic. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How did the holographics look, Joe? How did those look?
They came out great. I do understand better now why Creo wanted to do the plastic slabs around non-holographics, though, because the way they catch the light wouldn't work in the slabs as well. Like, but you gotta kind of hold it and see it to get a sense of that.
Okay.
So I'm reassured by that for sure. But yeah, the hollows look cool. The non-hollows, though, also, like, the colors are vibrant. The paper and the ink. It's like, I used to do a lot of graphic design and print work at one of my old jobs because I was hired as a developer and they don't know what that is. They're just like, that's the computer guy, right? And I was like, fine. So yeah, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh man, if I had hired somebody to make this personally, I would be very happy with the results. I am a very critical, nitpicky person when it comes to print quality, and these, no imperfections noted. The highest possible praise. But yeah.
That's great. That's
yeah.
great. I'm glad.
So anyway, I'm sure you have a lot to do. This is throwing all of our weeks off, so I'll let you get to it. But I just wanted to say howdy, and
Cheers, Joe. Yeah.
alright, catch you later, Cub.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'm so excited about these. Oh, yeah. It's... Okay, so let's see what we've got marked out here. So now that we've got that marked, I'm kind of thinking we need to put in a diverter up here. Like, you know, the one above the MI6 thing on 007? So my thought is when people shoot this the visible light shot here.
Sure.
I want to have the ball come through and then bounce off the diverter into the pops. Whereas for the gamma, I want it to, that gamma very spinner shot, I want it to do a full orbit if you have good power.
Yeah.
If you don't, it'll drop into the pops anyway. But, you know, if you get a good flip on it, there might be certain shots where getting the full orbit would be
That makes sense.
valuable. Now, what I'm not sure about is I was trying to figure out how much of a plastic protector or whatever we were going to have here.
Right.
And I feel like...
Hopefully it's better than the one on the Foo Fighters van shot.
Oh my gosh, that thing is killing me.
It happened to me
Oh,
during
really?
a tournament last night. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, it just bounces off and then rolls back down.
It's like straight down the drain. Casey was saying he's only backhanding that shot these days.
I guess that's the way to do it.
Yeah, because you can backhand that van shot on the left safely, but
Yeah.
Um,
Are there any left-handed pinball machines where you plunge from the left?
there are some pinball machines that have two plungers. Red and Ted's Roadshow has one on the left and one on the right.
That's cool.
Some of them, yeah, so the idea is like you might lock an extra ball on the left and then like plunge it for like some sort of special shot or
Yeah.
from multi-ball
That's
or
really
something
cool.
like that. But it's definitely considered kind of a gimmick, but not like a standard functionality. So what I'm imagining we would do here is possibly have some stand-up targets as well behind the the spinner.
So it's kind of a roast when a stand-up has targets.
Yes. That's precisely it. You've fully captured exactly my intent.
Cool.
No notes. Oh boy, I love that. No, that's great. Actually, no, we need to. Maybe I didn't actually do this as far over as I should though. I'm realizing for this this shot to work,
Okay.
we're gonna need to encapsulate that more.
Yeah, a little more encapsulation, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to encapsulate this saucer here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the ball rolls up into the saucer thing here. We're gonna need to have a little bit of a guard on that. So I'm not sure how much, but enough of one.
Just enough of one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's interesting the idea that you build progress toward the New Horizons multi-ball by hitting the spinner, and yeah, that'll be cool. Because yeah, on the Bond 60th, you hit that to make to change which mission is selected. On the strange one, you hit it to activate the missions at all, to open the portal to get the Infinity Stones. Okay. So we're gonna come up here
And the
I feel like
the disc in the wrestling ring of Legends of WrestleMania, is that a spinner as well?
that's also a spinning disc, but that's not
Different kind.
Yeah, so the technical term for this is a kinetic sling disc.
Cool.
But nobody uses that. And if you try to it's what they put in the marketing materials, but if you try to find the part,
Right. No one's gonna call it
no.
the kinetic sling disc.
Yeah. It's yeah. So basically the WrestleMania disc and the Whirlwind discs, like the pizza disc on the old Turtles and the new Turtles.
And the new Turtles.
Those are technically spinning discs too, but they are discs that are only output, not input.
Oh I see.
This is a disc that receives input.
Oh.
It's a shame that King Ren did, or the winners don't do drugs sign isn't up anymore. Yeah, King Ren would have, or Museum Cub would have stolen it. Okay. So, I think we're gonna want.
Yep. I'm gonna take a momentary break.
Yeah, go for it.
Is there anything you need from downstairs?
If I could get a pint glass of Coca-Cola
With ice?
don't worry about ice.
Okay.
And I will say, I think I've got to. Just so you know, there's like 5 bottles of soda in the fridge. The one on the left is at the bottom is usually the one that's open.
Okay.
And also, I don't know if there's any glasses in the cupboard. They're on the top rack of the dishwasher clean.
Okay.
Sorry for all this extra instruction, but like I don't want you getting down there and being like, Joe, yeah, you're smart. Lakshmi 13, I don't know. We're not going to talk about that film at all, just in the at least in voice chat. We're trying to avoid struck work entirely. Yeah, Museum Cub. Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm realizing that this spinning disc might need, in order to have a clear shot on it, it might need to either be lower. Well, could you backhand into it? I don't think you could backhand into. You could backhand into it maybe from the upper flipper. Yeah, the more I'm looking at this, though, the more I'm a little nervous about that shot being unhittable from a functional standpoint. Yeah, when the sign came down, the plan was to replace it with other signs. I just been overwhelmed and busy. Okay. Could you hit that if you backhanded it? I don't think you might be able to backhand the saucer, but I don't think you'd be able to hit that. And if you are forehanding this, oh, I mean, that's an almost impossible shot the way we've got this set up here. Requiring using the pops to bounce something into a saucer is a pretty classic move. What we might need to do is maybe we swap the locations. In fact, I actually kind of feel good about that. We swap the locations of the saucer and the thing here. So let's go ahead and save this as iteration C. And then we're going to group those for right now. Actually, I don't need to group those. I should create symbol. Transform. No. Add to library. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, make symbol. Spinning disk. Okay. So if we unlock the layer that has the saucer on it. Whoops, that was hide, not unlock. and we rotate that to point the ball out of the pops. So you got to kind of nudge it when it pops out. Yeah. So if we bring, then we bring that plastic over, maybe, yeah. Maybe we actually have this spinner right even lower here, behind the drops. Oh no, because that could trap the ball. Yeah. Okay.
All of the Coke bottles were sealed.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I must have just finished one
So I
last
just
night.
opened one on the top left.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Appreciate it. Okay. So what I'm looking at here is in InDesign or Illustrator.
Yeah.
Moving the spinner down and that saucer up here to like where like a.
I see.
So that way you've got a shot here that opens up when you knock down the 3 last Chandra drop targets.
Yeah.
And that'll let you either hit the spinner or if the spinner's not blocking it, possibly roll all the way up to the saucer.
Nice.
And then the saucer is going to eject in such a way that it would naturally kind of fall through the pops, but if you, that's the sort of thing like nudging is really good for. You design it so if somebody nudges it right when it ejects, it'll go into the pops and then they get, more points and that's better for them. So there's a skill element to the saucer.
Pop.
So I'm feeling great about this. This is the sort of thing
That's good. Joe's hardly ever feeling great.
I know. Yeah, normally I'm just a complete mess. Okay, so if we're gonna move these around, first we're gonna grab all these leaves back here.
Yeah, get rid of them leaves.
I think this is a much more interesting this is set up for the playfield too. Like I'm very happy about this idea.
We got about a half an hour to go here.
And we're at 125 right now.
Okay.
So that puts us 65 away from our first. Wait, no.
Nay,
55. 55 away from our first goal.
It's even more attainable.
It is very attainable. Quinn would sing "Land Down Under," and if Pearl's still online, I'll try to fly over
Or
to
down
Pearl.
under.
I'll try to fly to Pearl for that.
Okay. That'll be a fun interaction.
Yeah.
But only if you make it happen. You people. People of the chat.
Okay. So we're gonna want to get out our bamboo slabs and our things here to mark the saucer. Okay. Bum, bum. So for this to have the shot that I want it to have through the pops, it basically has to have its center here-ish. Okay, so if this is the center here, being able to walk around inside of this is actually really kind of cool and helpful for certain types of visualization.
Yeah.
I think the next time I build a pinball machine in Minecraft, because this is one of those things where I've learned so much doing this the first time that there's no way I'm not going to do it again. Because like out of spite, where I'm like, oh, I could do this so much better if I started over.
Yeah, like season 17 or something.
Yeah.
You want to give it some time. You don't want to just be, oh, Joe's going to make another pinball base.
Yeah, no, the next time I do this, though, I'm definitely going to be thinking out how to... I'm going to have the playfield layout designed and the theme picked out first. I didn't even have the theme picked out when I started building the cabinet because I was like, it's going to take so long to build this cabinet. I mean,
make the cabinet smaller next time too.
Yeah, I'm going to do a different scale. Because, like, the thing is, having it perfectly fill the maps is cool for, like, being able to see what I'm working on.
True.
But it's a real challenge in so many ways. Yeah, the next one I do will probably be, like, 1/3 the scale of this one. Maybe one... Like, I think the smallest you could possibly...
Is it easy to divide the number of blocks by 3 like that?
Well, so, because the pinball itself, at this scale, is 6 blocks wide.
Oh, okay, yeah, make it a 2-block wide pinball.
Yeah, or... So that way, at that point, the, like, in-lanes and out-lanes would be 2 blocks wide.
Yeah.
I feel like you could do it 1 block wide, but you'd lose something.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, like... in terms of walking around inside of it, if it was a 1 block high pinball, a lot of stuff is as tall as the pinball is. So it would all the art and everything would be at waist height instead of above your head, which I feel like psychologically you want it to feel big.
Yeah.
It would be both too large and too small at the same time if everything was waist high.
Yeah, we don't want that.
You couldn't walk through it as well, I think. Okay.
We need to walk through it.
Oh, it's true, it's true, it's true.
So don't you poo-poo it.
No, no. Okay. So I think I want this much lower. I could
Oh, yeah.
because like the thing is, the lower it is, the clearer the shot you have on it from the left flipper. Because
I think we just had a tip coming in.
did we? Hey, let's see who that's from. Hey. Scott tips 50 and says, looking forward to hearing Toto's Africa. Well,
we're getting closer to that.
We're getting closer to that. That's our goal for 360. We are now at 175, though. We're putting us $5 away from performing Land Down Under. So let's rotate to 175. Thank you very much, Scott. We're 5 away now. And I think everybody would be happy if we got all the way to 360 to do Toto's Africa as well, our second goal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, but yeah, in terms of having this, the shots come off the flipper here, basically, yeah, I need to move this whole circle into the arc, kind of, let's see, between here, I'm just gonna mark this. Yeah. So if I put that on, yeah. Okay, cool. So having it lower keeps it inside the arc better.
Nice.
So if we're gonna have this basically be, okay, so that's like that. Okay. I feel like we want to have it a little bit, we want to have it high enough up. Oh, it's 3 over from there is the thing. Okay, so that's actually just plain wrong. Okay.
Sometimes Joe is wrong.
Frequently wrong. That's why we have a song.
Wrong, that's why we have a song. The Joe is wrong song.
It's me. You're inaccurate Joe.
Inaccurate Joe.
And it inaccurately shows.
And I'm an immaculate Quinn.
Whoa.
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 You know who we should do is
I okay with me these
I
days?
wish more people knew better than Ezra. Because
we
like
performed one of the songs, but it wasn't as like a goal.
yeah, because part of the problem is that they're terrible goal songs because people don't know them, but they're great songs. It makes me so happy to listen to Better Than Ezra.
Yeah.
I've been feeling very emotive lately. I think I like part of that is that I'm actually trying to force myself to get more sleep, and so I don't just feel like
That's
completely
helpful.
dull at all times.
Yeah. You're not numb to the world.
No, yeah, it's like I'm like I was on the bus the other day, and I was like, wow, I'm like so hungry right now. Like, I'm like really feeling it. Like, and then just like, but like just thinking about like Better Than Ezra is like I can feel happier. Or like when that alarm, when you did that thing that mimicked the alarm earlier, like the panic was more visceral. Like, yeah, so it's like, turns out getting sleep impacts your engagement with the world around you.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Sleep.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Sleepy deep deep, sleepy deep deep, deep to deep deep.
Sleep your booty. And the rest of you, I guess.
Yeah, sleep your body.
There you go. Hey, a new message from service at PayPal.
Hey, let's see who is tipping. We got 5 rolling in from Sandra. That's gonna get us evenly to 180. We are flipping this over. Okay, so let's see if where Pearlescent Moon is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you have the lyrics pulled up?
Yeah, I've got them. I've got them. You gonna pull them up too?
Well, I was gonna figure out how long the song is.
Relatively long-ish.
Yeah.
Minutes.
Yeah, minutes.
It's longer than most songs we sing to people.
Yeah. Yeah. How you doing? You ready? Or
I'm ready.
okay. I don't know where Pearl is. Should be nearby. These coordinates look close, but we're 1390. Okay, we're 90 away on that axis. 400 blocks that way.
What?
Okay. Yeah, that was way off. Sorry.
Sometimes Joe is wrong. That's okay.
$21.90. Hold on. No, $21.94 is back this way. It might be in Scarland. 13 something. 21.94. Oh, found her. Hit it.
Traveling in a fried out combi on a hippie trail head full of zombies. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, "Do you come from the land down under?
Oh, this is my vibe.
Where women glow and men plunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover."
I like it.
Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscles. I said, "Do you speak my language?" He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, "I come from a land down under, where beer does flow and men chunder. Can't you hear the thunder? Oh, you better run, you better take cover." Yeah. Lying in a den in Bombay, with a slack jaw and not much to say. I said to the man, "Are you trying to tempt me? Because I come from the land of plenty." And he said, "What did he say, Joe?"
I don't know.
Come from a land down under.
He does?
Yeah.
Shocking! I never saw
Where
that
women
coming!
glow and men plunder.
What? Oh, my goodness!
Can't you hear the thunder?
I hear it now. It's so obvious.
You better run, you better take cover. Everybody living in a land down under, where women glow and men plunder.
I didn't know you were gonna make me sing.
Can't you hear the thunder?
Thunder.
You better run, you better take cover.
Great taking cover, Pearl. You're already down there. Good job.
I am. You haven't taken heed of the song, Joe. You're out.
I
No
know.
time. Careful.
Hold on. No phantoms
Perfect.
now.
There
Yay.
you go. You've taken cover. Oh, I love that. That was a beautiful version of that song.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we like to do goofy songs and fly around and bother hermits. So thanks for indulging us.
I see. Of course, of course.
Alrighty.
Stay safe out there, Joe.
Alrighty, will do. Good luck with your project. Bye. Here's something else to clean up. It's like a
Bye.
candy cane, but for cover.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, that was a success, I think. What did y'all think? Was that... yeah, we should maybe... The problem is we can't pick... We don't know who's going to be online.
Yeah, we can't time it all properly.
So if I was like, oh, you know, at 180 we'll do Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and then we'll go sing to our baseball fan Cub.
Sure.
You know, like, we don't know that.
We don't.
That was just a complete coincidence.
It
but,
was.
But we should look before we do the songs in the future,
Sure.
and just see if there's anybody, like, oh, maybe we should...
We have like a general idea of who might be on.
Yeah,
Based
but...
on timing. But,
Yeah, but like the people pop on and off, and also like this week in particular, because people are signing cards, everybody's schedules are completely
Right.
thrown off.
Pop off.
Scott tipped another 50. Thank you, Scott, for the second tip. Super supportive today. Who says, Down Under is also good, especially if you serenade Pearly, which we did. Fantastic. That's going to bring us up to 230 now. Whoa.
Oh, we're just 130 away.
Yeah, just 130 away from our next goal. We got 20 minutes to hit it. We don't have like a hard stop at 11, but we do have stuff to do. So, or do you do kind of have a hard stop?
No.
Okay.
I just like to eat.
Yeah, we need to eat around 11. So, yeah, hopefully in the next 20 minutes we can get that 130. If you've been enjoying the stream so far, now's a fantastic time to tip. It would be deeply appreciated here. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and yeah, we need to have this curve come up more.
Your typical human says maybe you could do Rammstein to Doc.
Well, Doc is on vacation.
Doc's on vacation.
And
but
he's
that's-
also
but for-
really
for a
erratic
future
about
thing.
when he's online or
Yeah.
not. Yeah. So in some ways...
Do host.
Yeah, we could... That's a good suggestion. We're going to have to play it by ear, though. We're going to... well, not literally. Quinn probably should pull up the chords. But,
Yeah.
you know... Not that you're not talented. You might not need the chords, but...
Good. I don't need the lyrics anyway, so I might as well just have it all.
Yeah, might as well. Okay, so 2 1 2 1 2 2 3. Coming out of here, we've got. Oh, that's already wrong. 2 1 2 2. Okay. So then I think it would be like 4 5. Yep. Okay. So this would...
Badger says Rammstein are currently a bit controversial as one of them is accused of bad stuff right now. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't keep up with the German court system very aggressively. That's yeah. So thank you for letting us know. We'll avoid that.
We will avoid. There are plenty of other German artists.
There's plenty of bands in the world.
There's, 99 Loof Balloons.
If we sung, I feel like we would have to do something like 99 Goat Balloons.
99
Goat balloons. Doc is building lots of farms now. Got a big flag in the ground with a loudspeaker in pole. La da 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 do do do.
There's 99 goat balloons go around.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, something like.
Yeah, we're actually gonna move this over one as well. It looks like. Nope, that's wrong. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Is the group Berlin well known from the Top Gun soundtrack for "Take My Breath Away" from Berlin?
Take My Breath Away is a good song.
It's a really good song.
That would be worth considering doing. Just in general, right?
Yeah. You know, Giorgio Moroder on that.
How did I screw this up? Did I go taller?
Let's count.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, this is wrong. Yeah, this should be. Yeah, that was the fault.
Badger says, "LOL, Berlin were American." That's probably why they chose the name. They were like, "This sounds exotic."
Sounds very dramatic.
Yeah, dramatic and exotic.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. How is this still so tall? Oh, because we have to push this over one, and that one over one, and this one.
Take my breath away.
There's a reason we're doing this like before we actually build the disc and stuff. We're just getting all this stuff kind of fleshed out or not fleshed out, skeletonized, and then we'll work from there. Okay. Okay. So if we fly back this way now, it's pretty clear that let's try and land on this part of that. Ah! I need slow falling potions for this stuff. Yeah. Okay, so from the perspective of this flipper here,
Okay.
if you knock down these 3 drop targets, it gives you access to the spinning disc there.
Ow.
And then if you spin the disc enough times, it'll light the lock up on that saucer.
Cool.
And then could start multi-ball if you got a ball locked both up there and in the that saucer. That saucer ejects back through the pops, and let's see how that would go. If you don't nudge it, the idea would be to try and angle it such that it goes through here toward these two,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if you do nudge it, you could get it to maybe clip this pop and then pop back around up into here for a little bit.
How would you recommend nudging a pinball cabinet this large?
I would use your legs. You know, like
Use your legs?
yeah. You don't want it from the back.
Okay,
Yeah, nudge with your legs.
that's fair.
Okay.
With great force. We got about 15 minutes here on the Joe and Quinn stream.
Yay!
If you want to hear Joe sing Toto's Africa, tips are welcome at paypal.me/Joe Hills.
Indeed, we'll be doing that as the Beetlejuice, or I'll be doing that as the Beetlejuice.
You know, I'll be singing backups and playing the guitar.
Yeah,
and
so if
stuff.
you ever wanted to hear the Beetlejuice sing Toto's Africa, now's your best time to help cover Quinn's costs for getting across town.
Exactly. This is your one chance because we don't repeat songs if they're
No,
if they're not taken.
If people don't want to hear Toto's Africa, it doesn't go back in the rotation.
It's not going to happen again.
Yeah, we make a note that this was a failure and that we should never try it again.
Never again.
Yeah. Like shocking songs have not succeeded, like Tub Thumping.
By Chumbawamba,
Yep.
the English national anthem.
People don't want to hear it apparently.
Nope.
So we learned a
So
lesson.
it's gone.
It's gone indeed. Okay. So we're gonna have this diverter here. I mean, it'd probably be more angled, but yeah. concept. Because we wanted to bounce the ball into the pops.
Yeah, you want the ball into pops.
I want the ball into pops.
I want the
see?
ball into pops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Put the ball into the pops.
La da 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 da. Hey, we got 150 rolling in from Scott, who says, "Let's try to get there."
Let's try to get there.
Well, I mean, we were at 230, so 230 plus 150.
150.
That sounds like 360 to me.
That's over 360. Is
Yeah,
it
hold
not?
on.
That's 380.
That's 380. You're right. Whoops.
Scott, you got us there and you exceeded. Thank
on.
you so much.
Wait.
Wait, did I do the math wrong?
No, I think you're right. I think you're right. That's gonna get us 20 degrees past 360. So, if you want to, I'm gonna have to pull up the lyrics. But let's finish the rotation first.
Rotate.
Do-do-do-do. And then I actually gotta filters. Bum, 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 bum. Let me bust this out here. Alrighty. I'm feeling ready. Okay, so we're gonna continue back around. Takes a second to reset the rotation to 0. Because it won't let you go up to 380 and here. It caps it. Okay, here we go. So the way we usually do this, because I never know when to come in on the song, is I just kind of, I just start singing at some point, and then Quinn catches up. So, let's get a good view of the pinball machine for this. I hear the drums echoing tonight, but she only hears whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in, 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, "Hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take me a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right. As sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti, I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Hurry, boy. She's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. the rains down in
the
Africa.
rains down in Africa.
I bless the rains down in Africa.
I bless the
rains down in Africa.
Africa.
I bless the rains down in Africa.
Down in Africa.
Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Quinn Hills on guitar and background. Fantastic. Thank you so much for that perfect accompaniment.
You're welcome.
Thank you again
You're
to
welcome.
Scott for the fantastic series of tips that got us to 360. If you enjoyed the show, we got 5 minutes left. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Whew. It's gonna take me a second to recover from that.
Oh, yes.
All that blessing wears down the soul. A whole continent, too. It's a lot. Laura Morgan writes the most threatening rendition I'll ever hear. Laughing.
And that's the Joe
Out
Hill's
loud.
difference.
Dan Bell writes, "Bravo!" Thank you, Dan Bell.
Thank you, Dan.
You know what we could do 2 songs from, but I don't know if anybody would actually tip to hear it.
What?
Would be Repo, the genetic opera.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh my God! Yeah, the Beetlejuice. Bravo, bravo, bravissime! The genetic opera is good. Bravo, bravo, bravissime! The genetic opera is good.
It's good.
It's a good.
It's a good.
Ah.
A good cheese.
One of my favorite. We had a lot of fun this stream. One of my favorite parts was Pearl said something and we both giggled like the exact same way, like but offset by a half second. Just like I could hear it in the monitor, and I was like, it almost sounds like there's an echo or a delay, but like no, it's just both of us giggling, like
Yes.
like half a step off from each other. It was amazing. Welcome, Daniel Ma. Glad to
Who
have you.
giggled first?
Say again.
Who was giggling first? Who was behind on the giggle?
I'm not sure, honestly. I think I was giggling first, but like honestly, I don't trust my recollection at this point. We've already established that we don't want to go down that rabbit hole again. But yeah, this having this spinner here is gonna be great because the ball comes up off there.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got this great shot. The spinner can also get bumped into by the pops.
Yeah.
We might want.
Spinners don't do drugs.
No, spinners don't do drugs. We might want to add some sort of wedge or something in here, but honestly, I kind of like having the spinner pretty wide open.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be interesting, but I think it'll work. Are these saucers directly above each other? I'm not sure I'm 100% on that though. But that's where. Oh, but you know what? We placed this based on getting that angle right though.
Right.
So we don't really, just because I'm like, my gut says don't have these directly above each other. I'm a little bit like, I do kind of feel like maybe we need like a, on Meteor, the baby pops.
Uh-huh.
Like maybe we need a baby pop round, like if I,
Like a
hold on.
baby bottle pop.
Yeah, maybe, I feel like we need some sort of, something to, like right here.
Okay.
Let's try sketching something out with some leaves real quick. We got a handful of minutes left in the stream. But like if I just have something here with like a target is going to be 6 blocks wide minimum.
Okay.
But really
okay.
we need 8. So I'm just trying to get a sense of like what do we have room for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
What do we
7,
have room
8.
for?
Let's move that up here. What do we have room for?
What do we have room for?
Okay. Yeah, that stops the pops from directly interacting with the spinner, but it also might keep the ball more in the pops, which I like. I almost feel like we don't necessarily want to add a pop here.
Searching for signs of life, but there's nobody home. Now maybe I'm just too scared. Or maybe I'm just too frightened by the sound of it. Pieces of notes fall down, but the letter said, it was good living with you, it was good, it was good living with you, it was good.
That was a little bit better than Ezra. Thank you, Quinn.
Had to do it.
I appreciate it. This isn't perfect, but there's something here. I'll keep playing with it. Having a target here to hit from the pops. Though, are we wide enough here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that needs to be back further.
To be the one, am I wide enough to be the one? Will I live to play some pinball?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with it. There's a lot of opportunity here. We're on track with this Pluto spinning disc.
Oh yeah.
Whoever suggested Pluto, that was a
gold star
comment. Yeah.
You done good.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
You come into the chat and you bring up an underdog like Pluto.
It was Ice. Yeah, Ice Pick suggested it, and a lot of people seconded it. Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling fantastic about the decision. That's like right. That was where I wanted to go, but I didn't know it. Y'all bring out a lot of creativity, because this is like something where it's like, it's like, what's something observable that looks cool that would spin?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Falling and falling and falling and falling. Pork chop.
Yeah, there might actually be an argument to be made for splitting this entirely or something.
Okay. Yeah.
And then,
hey, why not an upper playfield?
Well, that's kind of what I'm. Yeah, not exactly a full upper playfield.
Sure.
But
half upper playfield.
Yeah.
Like a split level house.
Yeah, I like the idea of the pops possibly flipping it into the spinner, though, but it's just the angles don't work with where the pops are right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it might mean shuffling the pops a little bit, moving that upper lock with the saucer.
Yeah.
But it's like the principle. In principle, we've made a lot of progress. This is really great. I'm very excited about this.
Woo!
Yeah, let's go ahead and start winding down. I really like when you make music and I give you money. And if somebody else wanted to give you money to make music,
yeah,
where could they do that?
They could do that at redactedhills.com. You can commission a song for me. It can be a short song.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a theme song for your channel or for your daily life.
Yep, and you're at twitch.tv/redactedhills as well.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and link that. Do you have a stream schedule for the rest of the week or next week that you can announce at this time?
Yeah, next week. I've been really busy this week, so I haven't been able to stream. But next week, I should be back Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central to noon Central. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So one thing that I'm experimenting with is I've got a Google Calendar set up with my streams so people can add them.
Oh, interesting.
And I also found that if I have to change something on the fly, it's a lot easier for me to do that in a way that they can see.
Then they all see. That's a good idea. I should do that.
Because I was going to say, since a lot of there's overlap between our two communities. Yeah, and Quinn is on Tumblr too.
Is there? Do these people here know me?
So that's quinnhills.tumblr.com.
Is that how that works? I thought it was tumblr.com/QuinnHills.
Oh, yeah, it redirects to that apparently. So let's post that.
Post that.
And then one last thing I want to plug. I worked really hard on a new video playing XP Crafted's minigame, or Spy. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I hope that y'all get the chance to watch it. We're not rating anybody else on stream. Let's see. So, yeah, Cypress, I have a tweet about that I can link you. Let me pull that up real quick, because that's kind of...
Yes, I use she and they pronouns.
Here it is.
I'm a woman.
So let's go ahead and link that. And I'm going to send that to... I'm going to flag Cypress on it, so... Yep, we got a lot of folks who pop in who haven't been around much in the last year. I mean, I've been streaming since 2008, so...
Sure.
Yeah, no worries. People roll in and aren't necessarily caught up on everything.
There's been a global pandemic. Some people just sealed themselves off in a cave, and then they come back 3 years later.
Yeah, big life
Things
changes.
have changed.
Yep, so, you can find that information there, Cypress. Okay, so Scott, thank you again for those fantastic tips. It is deeply appreciated.
Yes.
We're gonna...
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everyone who tipped today.
Yep, we're going to wrap up now. Sebastian says, first time making the stream. Always great to hear Quinn play. Hope everyone's doing well. Well, Quinn, you're going to be back next Thursday, right?
I'll be back every Thursday I can make.
Basically every Thursday. So, yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, Sebastian, come on back next Thursday. Everybody's welcome. Hoping to see y'all there. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee, joined by Quinn Hills. Any final words, Quinn?
Keep adventuring.
Keep adventuring! Stop